Hello and welcome. My name is Daniel Barnes, and I would like to introduce you to Three International's business side today, their compensation plan specifically. So, thank you for your time and your interest in Three International, and I'll get right to the plan. Get to zoom in here a little bit. All right, so there are multiple ways that Three International actually you can generate an income from the business side of Three International. And one of the first ways is the retail program. So the customer commissions, anytime somebody comes in just on a product, they just want to get the product, you have your retail store link that Three provides you. So if they go on, you share that link and they go on and they just purchase the products from your link, you would see one of these, depending on which product, you would see one of these commissions come into your back office. And with the commissions, they're paid next day. And that's it for the commissions or for the retail. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It's just a percentage of whatever the full cost of the product is itself. The next one I'll talk about is the product introduction bonus. So anytime that someone gets interested in the business that you introduce the business to and they're interested, they want to come in with the business side of it itself, you'll get a commission based off of what pack that they're introduced on. So, with the intro pack being at $25, your next pack up is 100, the next pack up is 245, and then anyone who comes in with the founder plus pack, you will see a commission of the $350. They call it a PIB, the product introduction bonus, and you'll see that in your commission based on which package that they're introduced on. The next one I'll talk about is the team commission. So Three International's platform is based on a binary system. So you have two legs. They call it the left leg and the right leg. And as you build your team down, you'll earn what is called CV. So Three International is an international company. It's a global revenue company. So to make it easier on the system itself, they assign what they call commissionable volume, which is your CV. So they assigned each product and each package with a CV, and they use that volume, commissionable volume, as a way to track, what's going in and what's coming in and going out and all that, which products and all that. So as you and your team are working, you'll see your CV, you'll see your volume come in. And they use that on the team commission part to actually calculate how to pay you from the team. So you can earn up to 5% commissions calculated on your entire team, up to $27,000 per week. That's maxing out this team commission comp plan. And with the points themselves, you'll see here. So as you build, one team will naturally be stronger. There'll be more workers on one side than there will the other. So the team that's working will be your strong leg. It'll be your strong side where most of your points will be at. And then as your other team works, they only have to work half as much as your strong leg, basically, to work through this comp plan. So as you generate these points and as they build, and you'll see all this in your back office, you can track everything very easily, I might add. So as you get 600 points in your producing leg, your strong leg, the one that's really working, and 300 points on your other side, whichever, it doesn't necessarily have to be your right or your left leg, has to be your 300-point leg. It can be your right leg depending on how the team is laid out. You would see what they call a cycle. So your 900 total points, your 600 points on your strong side or your 300 points on your weak side will get you what is called a cycle in this comp plan. And that cycle is worth $35. So as you get more people and as you get more points and as you cycle more, you'll see 35, times whatever, how many cycles you do in that rolling 4-week period. So these cycles are based off of a 4-week period, basically. And they have what is called a happy 10. So as you grow your team and as you enroll more people, and as you get 10 customers or business builders, if you introduce people into business as well, customers will reflect this as well. So it's not just a building in the business builder side. You'll get what's called a happy 10 when you get 10 of those together. And they'll increase that $35 payout for your points as you get your 600 points and your 300 points, and that trips a cycle. Instead of the $35 for that, you would receive $45 for that. So they up that to 10 cycles, or $10, excuse me. And with that, you'll have a cap on your cycles. So as your team builds and as it grows, you'll have a cap at 500 of those cycles a week. With your happy 10, not only do they increase the payout of the $35 to $45, they'll increase those 500 cycle cap up to 600 cycles cap. So what that means is your 600 cycles your 600 cycle cap increase per week could potentially, with a maxed out plan, be the $27,000 in a week based on of your happy 10 and your cycle, your actual volume as you go and grow your business. Another unique thing that I just introduced is as you complete a happy 10, every time you get 10 people that brought into your business, customers or business builders, you'll earn $100. So if you get 10 people in, you get $100. If you get 20 people in, you get an additional $100. So every time you bring 10 in, you'll get the $100 commission for that as well. I'll go over here to loyalty rewards next. So this is something they just introduced as well. We recently had a convention where they introduced some new, as the business is growing and thriving, they introduced some new rewards to this as well. And one of those is the loyalty rewards. So the brand ambassadors who order 6 months of the CV, so that commissionable volume, you need 60 of that in 6 months for 6 months on your SmartShip. Remember, the SmartShip is the like almost subscription type service. So you'll put your card in and they have a SmartShip section in the back office that you can go into and actually set up which products you want to be delivered every month. So as long as you have the 60 of the CV and every product is assigned a CV. So as you in your back office and you look at the products, it'll have the price and then it'll have the CV right under it. So if you have 60 of that CV on SmartShip for 6 months, you'll get a $100 reward certificate. And you'll see that in your back office and you'll be able to utilize that $100 reward certificate. And then another loyalty reward they added was just retail customers. So anybody who's not in the business, but they're ordering product, they're purchasing product, for every $300 they spend, they'll get a $33 reward certificate. So as customers come in and as they're building and as they're not building, a customer isn't going to build, but as the customer is ordering product, they'll receive rewards as well. So they're rewarded for their loyalty. And then the last loyalty reward is the customer referral. So for every customer, say you're a customer and you refer a customer to it, you'll get a $10 reward certificate for that customer being referred into the business as well. So they have some pretty unique loyalty rewards that they brought in, and it's a good way to, kind of recomp some of that money that you're spending on the retail side as well to be a loyalty customer. I'll go ahead and take care of this rank advancement bonus next. So on the business side of 3 International, they have various ranks that you go up through as you build your team and as you grow and as you work the business itself. So they have what they call a brand ambassador. That's when you come into the business, you say, I'm very interested in the product and building the business aspect of it as well. So that's just as soon as you get in the business. And then the next step is called qualified brand ambassador. And that's when you actually start bringing people into the business as well. You're referring people, they're getting interested, they're building their businesses as well. And then the first bonus actually starts at 1 star, and that's a $100 certificate. And as you rank up through these, you get different various rewards. You get certificates or you'll get tokens. And the tokens and certificates are unique because you can actually use those to help bring in people as well. So say you the founder pack is $2,800. So someone wants to come in on the founder pack and you want to recomp some of that money so that it's only, some of these tokens are like $200. So you could take $200 off of that price to help bring somebody in. Or you could utilize them however you wanted, really. If you just wanted to order your own product, you could utilize them for that as well. So they got different certificates or tokens, and as you get to the highest three ranks, then you just get straight cash bonuses as well. The next um, compensation plan is the team commission matching bonus. So what makes this unique is since it's a binary, it's only two legs. As you bring people in, and as they bring people in, and they bring people in, it just keeps building down. So depending on your rank, all the way down to 7-star, the seventh rank, you could potentially make a match bonus on what they're doing. So what makes this unique is this comes back to as your team grows and as it builds, this doesn't take anything away from what they're doing. It just matches a percentage of what they're doing and it shows it to you, like it kicks it up to you. You'll receive a commission based on how your team is doing and their success, and it doesn't take anything away from any of their commission or no money off from them. It just matches to you what they're doing. And another unique thing with that is if you have the happy 10 again, so say you bring 10 people in, not only do your cycles go from $35 to $45, you'll actually increase this commission match, which would normally be 20% on your L1. So L1 would just be your level one. That's your personally sponsored. Anybody you personally bring in the business would be on your L1. You would receive a 20% match of what they do on the team commission cycles. So with that, what it does with your happy 10 is increase that 20% up to 30%. So then you would see a 30% match on what they're producing. And then as you rank up, it'll actually go down more and more levels, all the way down to 7 levels. So you would potentially see matching all the way down to 7 levels worth of people. So, they refer, you refer, they refer, they refer, they refer, all the way down. You could potentially see match all the way down. I'll talk about the incentive trips next. So apart from the incentive trips, they also have different promotions in 3. Like currently they have a cash bonus promotion. So it's just based on volume. It's based on all that CV, the commissionable volume. As your team grows and as you are really working the business and they're working the business, they have different requirements. And you can see this on the back office. Everything's very, very forward, very laid out, straightforward. And it tells you exactly what you need to do to hit rank. It tells you exactly what you need to do to hit the promotion or these incentive trips. Like with the Vietnam or combo, you can choose. So in the back office, it just has your rank requirements, what you need to do to hit. There's 3 or 4 different markers that you have to accomplish to be able to be a part of these trips. And then what's unique about these is they have it set up to where if you hit those requirements, then you either choose Vietnam or Cabo. And then with the 6-star trip here, this one is for when you hit your rank, your 6-star, like right here, 6-star director. This trip is eligible for the 6-star trip. So you have to be that rank to be able to get to this specific trip here. But they always do different incentive trips, different requirements for the trips. So you just have to look in your back office to see how you need to start building and what you need to accomplish to actually be part of these trips. The next one is the global leadership bonus, the 3% profit share. So as this is, as a 4-star, and there are a little bit of requirements for that. I believe you have to be a 4-star and you have to have 5 people enrolled, which I don't know how you could be a 4-star without 5 people enrolled. And you need like 1,000 of that volume of your commissionable volume, which if you're a 4-star, that's like you're guaranteed to have that. Then you'll be a part of the 3% profit sharing. And on one of these other back office things I was looking at with this, it actually says um, with 4-star and above. So you get a share based on what your rank is as 4-star or above. So you could be a part of that 3% profit sharing pool. And what that is that's the global revenue of the company. So not just one market, not just the Asian market, not just the American market. It's the global revenue of the company is a 3% set aside just for that global pool. They're just for the profit sharing pool of these 4-star and above. And that's paid weekly as well. And another profit share is the founder's bonus pool of the 2% profit share. So with the company being relatively new, they're still basically in the ground floor of the building of the business itself. They have a package put together called the Founders Pack. And the Founders Pack is unique in that it gives you access to this 2% of the global revenue, and you'll be eligible to be a part of that 2% share. So if you come in as a founder member and you come in and you reach rank 4 or above as a founder, then that pulls that together. It'll be a 5%. So you'll share in on the 2% profit share of the founding member and the 3% profit share of the 4-star or above. So you could potentially see um, a share in 5% of the global revenue of the company 3 International on a weekly basis. And I believe that's it for the compensation plan. I know the CV and the volume is a little confusing at first. The volume itself is categorized in a couple different ways. So each product is assigned a CV, and then each package is assigned a CV. And as you're working the business and as you bring people in like this, you'll see it'll be called PSV and PGV. So PSV is your personal sales volume. That's anything that, you know, you do, anybody that you bring in or any of your retail customers, that'll be your personal sales volume. And it's still the volume is still based off the CV, and it's what all this team commission right here is based off of. And as you bring in and as you get people under, and as they get people under, you'll see what's called PGV, and that's personal group volume. So that's anybody in your immediate group, anybody that you've brought in and they've brought in, that'll be part of their group volume. And you'll see on these incentive trips, you'll see stuff like PSV and PGV, like you'll need so much PGV to get the check mark to actually be eligible. So when you go in your back office and you see these PSV and PGV, you'll be able to look and say, all right, well, if it's PGV, then I need my team to grow. And if you see PSV, then it's like, oh, I need to go get a couple customers, or I need to go, introduce the product, or, just build your business. And that's how the actual volume itself works. And the only reason they did the volume like that is because it's a global company. So instead of trying to get, yen to match dollar easily, or, international currencies to match each other easily, they converted it to the commissionable volume. So that makes it just a little bit easier to make a system internationally. And I appreciate your time and your interest in the company itself, and to see how the income works on 3 International. You can always get with the person who referred you to this video, and they can get with me and we can talk more. We can go over more, whatever is needed, or if you had any questions, they're always available to be answered. And I thank you for your time.